Good evening, everyone, or good morning, wherever in the world you're watching. My name is Regina Lena, and welcome back to the Pageant Sit Down. I am one of your hosts, and I'm so excited for all of you to be with us today. And of course, I am joined by my co-host, Elizabeth. Hey, Liz.
Hi, Regine. How are you? How was your Halloween?
I forgot Halloween was a couple of days ago. It
Oh,
was good. I didn't do anything. That's why. So I totally forgot about. I literally dressed up for the pageant sit down and the sit down. That was it.
hey, there you go. At least you celebrated a little bit.
How was yours?
It was good. I was traveling back from Sudbury in the most chaotic fashion ever. If you guys saw my Instagram, you saw that I took planes, trains, and automobiles to get to that place. But it was really fun. And then I went out with my friends not last night, Halloween Monday. So it was good. But speaking of my friends in Windsor, we have really awesome guests tonight. Should we introduce her, Regine?
I think we should. She's just patiently waiting in the wings.
Alrighty. Everyone, please welcome the current Miss Tecumseh 2022, Shauna Bondy.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Regine. Thank you guys for having me.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
We are great. First and foremost, it's so nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too after a while.
Yeah, of course, definitely. So I'm getting to know you, and I'm sure there's some viewers out there who are wondering who you are. So if you don't mind, Shauna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Shauna. I've been doing pageants for, I think, 6 years now, 5 or 6 years. So it's been a whirlwind of an experience. Miss Tecumseh was actually my first pageant that I did back in 2017, I think it was. And as soon as I did it, I fell in love. So I continue doing it, and I'm still in school right now. I'm in for business, my 4th year. So super exciting, super busy. So I'm just keeping myself busy a little bit right now.
That's awesome. So you did Miss Tecumseh first. Have you done any other pageants besides?
Yes. So I did Miss Tecumseh, and then I went to Miss Canada up in Montreal with a couple of our Miss T girls, and I placed top 5 there. And then I came back, did Miss Tecumseh again. I don't think I won any sashes my 2nd year. Then I went to Canada's Perfect up in Hamilton, and I was there with Liz. And I won Canada's Perfect Supermodel. And it came back down. We missed a year Miss Tecumseh because of COVID and everything like that. So then we went online virtual the next year. I won first runner-up to my best friend Jordan, and then this year I won. So it's been quite the experience.
That's amazing. Okay, so curious, because I know Liz is going to ask, so I want to ask first. What was it like doing Miss Tecumseh virtually? Because didn't you guys have like an outdoor portion as well?
So Miss Tecumseh virtually, we had to find like our own locations. So some girls did it inside, some girls did it outside, some girls did it in the garage. You could team up with other people. So me and Jordan both did it together in my grandma's basement, which is really, really special. Because anyone who knows me knows that my grandma is my best friend. So we did it there. And then a couple girls did it outside, which I don't know how they did it. Hats off to them because it was hot. So they did it there, and then everything else was like in person, and our headshots were all like separated by time slots. That way there was no contact because of COVID, and then everyone had masks. So definitely different, but I honestly wouldn't trade it for the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like the locations just changed so much of Miss Tecumseh.
I know.
Like, it went originally, for those who don't know, it was at the Corn Fest in Tecumseh, and then it was virtual. And then this year it was at, what was the venue called again? It was beautiful.
It was at Chitaro.
Yes, it was really, really nice. So yeah, it was really fun to watch. Obviously, I'm familiar with the Miss Tecumseh pageant, but for those who aren't, Shauna, do you mind telling them what the categories of competition are?
Yeah, of course. So for Miss Tecumseh, we obviously have the winning title. We have our first runner-up, second runner-up, third runner-up. We have our Miss Lifestyle, who is Avery this year. She was new to the pageant, but her lifestyle blew everyone away. So Miss Lifestyle is basically what we do for it is we submit a page or like a little essay, a little scrapbook on what we do to, and it's optional, what we do to make our lives like holistic and healthy, just to better ourselves. So like how you have a healthy lifestyle and like what you do to better yourself. So Avery ended up winning that this year. We have our Miss Talent, which is Christy Kutros. She did a sign language, which everyone there, we all had chills. We all were crying. It was a sob fest. It was amazing. We have our Miss Goodwill, which is also Christy Kutros. So that is volunteer work, charity involvement, anything like that. What else do we have? Miss Photogenic, which is Natalie Pinnell, and that is just who's more confident in front of the camera, and that is decided by our photographers for our headshots. I think I'm missing something. Miss Lifestyle, Miss Goodwill, Miss Talent, Miss Congeniality, obviously. How can I forget the most important one? Miss Congeniality, which is Christy Kutros. That's just voted by every one of our contestants, and that is just who is the most outgoing and helpful for everyone. So yeah, those are the competitions. So it's really intense, but talent and lifestyle are both optional. So it kind of eases it up for the people who are just starting.
And then you guys do like interview and your fun fashion wear and evening gown and all that, right?
Yeah,
classic stuff.
In this interview, we have fashion wear, which is usually sponsored by a boutique here. This year and the past couple of years, it's been by Bevoke, and one of my favorite boutiques ever in Tecumseh. For those of you who are in Tecumseh, I'm sure you've heard of it. It's amazing. And then interview is usually the week before the pageant. So that's just a pageant or a panel of judges, and go in there and be yourself.
That's awesome. Just want to jump into the chats really quickly. So Janice McGregor says, I love how you're giving a shout out to each of the category winners.
Oh, well, of course, they deserve their titles. Like, my whole heart goes out to them, because my pageant director Jillian says this every year, if she can give you 14 crowns, or she can get every single girl a crown, she would. And I completely understand that statement. It's just, if you could just give everyone a sash and a crown, they would do everything in their power to make it better.
100%.
And it's really important at Miss Tecumseh, like those side awards, they use them for the whole year as if that's, that is their title for the year, which is really cool. Like sometimes it feels like it's just kind of a Miss Congeniality. You get a nice plaque and it's really nice, warm.
You're like okay, thanks.
Yeah. But no, they get to wear it for the whole year, and it's a really nice sash. And yeah, I think it's kind of unique to Miss Tecumseh. I really like that part.
Yeah, for sure. That's something that we really try to be inclusive in. All of the girls, for any event that I like to go to, I always invite the girls, because it's their year too, right? It's not, I don't want to make this just about me. It's all of us. All of us did it. Like, we all competed. We all went out there, gave the best. So I want to include everyone, and that's the way Miss Tecumseh is. It's just, we're very inclusive for everyone. So everyone just goes to events, wears their sashes, represents the community really well.
That's amazing. Well, speaking of Jillian, she's actually watching.
Of course she is.
She's in the chats as well. And she says, my queen, lots of exclamation points and a heart.
Oh my gosh, Jill. I love you. I love Jill so much. She's quite literally one of the best pageant directors I've ever met. Puts her effort into everything. Oh my God, Jill. Oh yes, and she is a previous Miss Canada Galaxy. So she is very familiar with you guys and your titles.
Yeah, no, I love Jillian. She's really nice. So good Miss Tecumseh vibes. But kind of speaking of Jillian, I guess we do have some questions that came from her. So one of them is, what is one goal you want to achieve as Miss Tecumseh?
My platform right now is the Looking Glass Foundation. So that represents people who struggle with eating disorders and disordered eating. So the main goal of my year, I guess, is to raise awareness, because I've dealt with it since I was in grade 3, and it's not easy to go through by yourself, because I think in the older grades of grade school, like grade 6, 7, and 8, it's not really talked about, because that's when a lot of peer pressure comes in. That's when you're, starting to find yourself. So you don't talk about it, you don't hear it, but you know people are suffering from it. So that's my one thing that I really want to focus on, is getting everyone aware of it and making everyone comfortable talking about it, because it's something that I didn't feel comfortable talking about it until I was probably in high school, end of high school. So I dealt with it for about 5 years by myself. It was really hard, but that's definitely my main goal for Miss T this year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
First off, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I know that it is difficult to talk about, and there are a lot of people who do experience eating disorders, whether they realize it or not. I mean, I was one of them. So for you being able to share your story and use your voice, and now your title, your crown and sash, in even just your own small town, I'm sure you are making a huge difference with all of the younger kids, or even the people around you who hear your story.
Thank you. That's what I try. I definitely try, especially with my little cousins. I'm just like, I absolutely just want to make them feel comfortable, and I just want to make them feel like they can talk to me about anything. And not just them, everyone in the community.
Jillian, going back to you giving her your shout out earlier, she says, I love you too, XOXO. Oh my God, stop, I'm gonna cry.
And I believe that she will.
That's so nice.
Jill, don't cry.
Yes,
we'll see each other soon enough.
So you've competed at Miss Tecumseh a number of times. What is it about the pageant system that made you want to come back?
So welcoming. It is so welcoming. Actually, the first person to get me into pageants is one of my best friends, Melina. And we met at a photo shoot probably 6 years ago, right before I competed. And I was really struggling with my self-confidence then, and I just didn't know who I was. She told me about it, and I was like, I was kind of skeptical about it. You know, you hear things about pageants, and then I was like, I don't really know. I joined it with my friend Samantha Little, who was my right-hand man that entire summer, because I was just full of nerves. 16-year-old me was full of nerves, but everyone was so welcoming. Like, I remember everyone just wanting to give me hugs and making sure that I felt comfortable with them. And then as I became a vet, I just wanted to give everyone that same experience. So the second year that I did it, even the year that was online, we were all virtual, but we had a group chat. So we were all just, anytime someone needed to vent, we would just vent in the group chat, and the girls would be there to listen for it, because it's just, we didn't have those weekly meetings, we didn't have those weekly practices, so we would just vent in the group chat, and the girls would just take their side, because that's what you do. So it was just so welcoming, and everyone was just so positive and so encouraging. So it's definitely something that I'll never forget starting.
That's amazing.
You mentioned the weekly practices, which I think is just the coolest part of Miss Tecumseh.
Oh my gosh,
I think of so many pageants that I've gone to, and you literally wait an entire year to meet these people online, but you guys get to hang out all the time because they're all in the same community. So being in the same community, you're able to do a lot of events together, and I know you guys do a lot of events. What was your favorite event so far, or in your Miss Tecumseh journey?
Ooh, oh my gosh, there's so many. It hasn't happened for me yet. It's coming up in January, but the Princess Ball is one of our favorites. So it's for cystic fibrosis. It's usually at, I think it's the Chicharo Club or the Kubota Club, one of the two. And everyone there, all of the little kids there, dress like princes and princesses. And it is, we walk in, and there's a lot of pageant title holders that go there. And as soon as kids see us, they're the entire room lights up, and everyone has they're dressed so fancy. They feel like princes and princesses for the day. They get little spa treatments. They get to see us. We get to see them. That's the biggest thing in my eyes. I get to see them, and I get to watch their little minds grow a little bit. That is probably my favorite. But other than that, there's the Terry Fox run, which is for cancer. Halloween, or no, not Halloween. Yeah, Halloween, Tecumseh Fire Week. That's usually right in October, so you get to see a lot of kids that dress up then too. But gosh, there's so many. I can't think of anything else other than those couple right now.
That's awesome. So in Tecumseh, so first off, to those who are watching, I only learned how to pronounce that city. Is it town?
Yes.
When did in 2018? No, 2019 when I met Caitlin. So, and I know that there are a lot of beauty queens that come out of Tecumseh. What is in your water? Please share.
I have no idea. Like we have Alyssa Boston. We have, oh my God, I can't even think of everyone.
Maria.
Oh my God,
Chelsea.
Jillian.
The list is really endless.
The list is, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just a really supportive and really positive community that everyone just kind of learns from each other, because everyone's so willing to help that everyone just wants to watch each other learn and watch each other grow. So that's,
is it like small town vibes there?
Oh,
or
yes.
Is it like city? Oh, okay.
Well, okay, a little bit of both. Depends on where you go. Like Tecumseh, 100% small town vibes. I absolutely love it, because you run into someone and you're like, hey, I knew you. I saw you at the bank yesterday, or something like that. It's just small town vibes. So everyone just so outgoing, encouraging.
That's awesome.
And I know is it directors like Sunny and Jillian are your directors?
Yes.
Yes, so they run a lot of pageants, and they've just announced even more stuff recently. I feel like I can't catch up, so I think they just provide a lot of opportunity also for girls to just get out and compete locally at not a crazy cost, and like great opportunities. So I think that's another reason probably why they get so many girls like interested in pageants, which leads to people doing well at like Grand Slams and all that.
Exactly. Jill and Sunny are the bombshells of Windsor, Essex, Tecumseh, everything. We did just announce Miss Windsor, which will be happening. We don't have a set day yet, but for those who are interested, there are only a couple spots left. So get your applications in soon. It's anyone who is in Windsor, Essex. So it's kind of like a Miss Tecumseh. It'll be whoever will be Miss Windsor will be like my set sister.
That's awesome.
So it's super exciting.
So this isn't the preliminary that sends you to Miss Universe Canada, right? It's like something completely different.
Something completely different, yeah. So Sunny has his own, which is Miss Universe Western Ontario, which is the prelim for Miss Universe Canada. Yeah.
However, Shauna, you're forgetting to tell the people. At Miss Tecumseh, she got quite the prize. It was a surprise at the end. I'll let you tell them.
So, oh my gosh, after all the crying and all the cheering and hugging that I did, Sunny decided to announce that I am going to Miss Universe Canada in May of 2023, and I get Miss Chelsea DeRoche's coaching, which is top notch. She's amazing. So thank you to the huge MUC organization, Dennis, Sunny, everyone there, because I'm stoked. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm always already starting to prep. Like I've talked to Jill, I've talked to Sunny, and I'm just like, okay, let's get on this. We're gonna do it. So yeah, Sunny announced that, and I was like, holy,
that's
crazy,
phenomenal.
I know.
Janice says, congratulations in all caps first off. Future Miss Universe. In the show. Yes, she is the future.
Oh, thank you, Janice.
I love that. Also, she says, this pageant sounds amazing. Is it open to a cough 38 cough-year-old?
I mean, we can talk to Jill. We can see what we can do with that age range a little bit. Right now it's stopped at 27, but who knows? Who knows what we have in future? Like Liz said, we just announced Miss Windsor, so who knows? We might be able to add on some things. So.
Well, she's in Saskatchewan, so she's gonna have
to I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Saskatchewan. Yep. Unless you want to drive to Saskatchewan every Monday for practice.
No, I think that's quite, I don't think that's a good idea. Quite the drive. No. Well, actually, we are almost at the halfway point, which is crazy to think.
Wow.
Yes. So there is a segment on our show, which is 5 tips from a beauty queen, and you had 6 years experience. you're getting ready for one of the biggest pageants in Canada. What would be your 5 top pageant tips for all of our viewers who are watching us today?
Okay, for those who are hesitant on starting pageants, do it. Tip number 1 is do it, because it's gonna change your life for the better. You hear a lot of people talking, like I was really suspicious at first. I was hesitant and didn't really want to do it because I just heard things. It's not true. Do it because it's going to change your life. Number 2, heel size doesn't matter. Because I know a lot of girls go on the stage with the 6-inch tippy tops and you're like, oh my God, that's so high, I'm going to twist my ankle. You don't need them. You do not need them. You do not need things that pageant girls who have been doing pageants for years have. Even if you're just a beginner. If you're not a beginner, you don't need it. Like, you just need that confidence in yourself. That leads me to tip number 3. Have the confidence in yourself, which I know sounds easier than done, but with the help of the girls that you meet, with the help of family, friends, that confidence is going to come over time, whether you believe it or not. Thankfully, I've had the best support system I could ever ask for, which has helped me. So just believe it. Number 4, be yourself, because you're there to show yourself. You're not demonstrating your body. You're demonstrating your personality. You're showing them who you really are. That's something that I think a lot of people have the wrong idea on, is when they say, oh, they're on stage just like showing off what they look like. No, we're showing off the confidence that we have. We're showing off what we want to radiate, that energy, that positivity. And that's something that I had to learn a little bit about, because, like I said, hesitant going in, but I am where I am right now. Could never change a thing. Number 5, always have a plan in mind, which I didn't have the first year that I was going in, because I didn't think that I was going to want to continue it. But as soon as I did it, and I was like, okay, bring me to the next one, bring me to the next one, the bigger one, the better one. Not that the little ones are not good, because obviously everyone starts everywhere. And I've been doing this for 5 years, and I just won a regional one. So it's something, right? But always have a plan in mind. Even if it's not to go to a bigger pageant, it's to better yourself, because that's what pageants are really about. So I think those would be my 5 tips.
And those are awesome. 5 tips.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know what I found really interesting? You are the second person within the last couple of weeks to mention do the smaller heel if you want to. Because I feel like you're right. Like, there's always this perceived notion that you need to wear the tippy tops, but you don't.
You don't. Even I don't think I started wearing them until last year. Like, I was wearing a little bit more of a heel, but I wasn't wearing like the 6-inch tippy tops. Or even if you guys watch, Miss Tecumseh is virtual. Like, we had it virtual, so it's on YouTube. So if you were to go back and watch it, you will see me and my best friend Jordan, who I competed with. We had 9-inch heels. Those were the most comfortable heels you could ever ask me for. Liz, I know your face. 9-inch heels.
Okay.
Whoa.
Love that for you.
Because Jordan is she's fun size. She's my short little best friend. Absolutely love her to death. So, and her dress was too long. So she got 9-inch heels so she could fit in her dress.
Why didn't you just hem her dress?
I don't know.
She was just like, 9's good. That's awesome.
She tried on the tippy tops and she's like, no, can't, no. Then she ordered the 9-inch heels and it worked. So,
you know what?
Like, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Oh
Can I borrow them so I'm Liz's height the next time I see her?
Without shoes
Regina,
on?
how tall are you?
Like, I'm average height. Okay, so I'm not fun size. I'm 5'6" and a half, 7, if whoever's asking. But when I'm next to Liz, I look fun size. So I
should have my shoes on.
I know. Okay, first off, this is just a side note. Speaking of height, I was looking at wedding pictures, like my wedding pictures, and there's a picture of Liz's sister Katie doing like the money dance with my husband, and she's so tall.
It was fun.
And she
I
was
would love
she's-
that.
And she's not wearing tippy tops. She's literally on her tippy toes. But like,
How tall is
no,
your
we're
sister?
built
I love
different.
it.
But like, I totally agree with the whole shoe thing because you can go 9 or you can go 2, and it doesn't matter as long as
Honestly,
it works with your wardrobe and works with your walk. Some people walk the best in the tippy tops, and some people hate them. And it like some people walk better in the tippy tops than the 2-inch like wedge. Like honestly, so.
That's me. I can't walk in short heels.
Right, so
You
it
can,
depends,
yeah.
but I really like that you brought it up because I don't want people shouldn't have to think that it's going to be scored lower because of it. But yeah, no, it's such a good point. I really like that.
I mean, it took me 4 years to learn how to walk in them, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're tricky for sure.
And it's not for everyone.
Oh yeah. No, not at all.
Sorry, going back to your 5 tips, both Jillian and Janice both gave you clapping emoji.
Oh
like, what is this?
my goodness.
Janice also says, brilliant, spoken like a true queen. And then she says, tell us about the 9-inch heels. I need more information. Where did you get them?
I don't know. That's the thing. Jordan ordered them for her dress, and Jill knows all of this. Jill is our director. We still wear them to this day.
So wait, how tall are you? Because you seem
I'm
fairly
5'7".
tall.
I was gonna
We're
say
the same height.
she's
I'm
not
5'7".
short.
No, me and Liz are the same height. But yeah, I'm 5'7". So when I wear, yeah.
Liz,
Liz, how tall are you?
5'7".
I'm 5'11".
You're 5'11".
I'm like, what are you
To be-
talking about?
To be fair, I've only ever seen you with heels on, or when we had class, it was at like 9 o'clock
when
at
I
night.
came to class with like a hobbit in my little.
Oh, me too, girl. We just jumped in the corners together.
Yep.
Do you guys go to the same school?
Yeah, we both go to Windsor.
Yeah, so we had a class. Was it our first year? Second
Yep.
year? First year together. So that's how we met each other.
Wait, you had school together and you didn't realize how tall this woman is?
Our
Yeah,
class
not
was
that
at
tall.
7 p.m.
It was
so
a night
by
class.
then, and I had like a 12-hour day before that. So to be fair, I was checked out by then.
No,
Okay,
it's fair.
fine.
Or I always.
That's
used
what
to
I'm
with heels on.
saying. That's what I'm saying. She's 5'11", barefooted. So we are fun size next to her.
Yeah, Liz, why do you have to make us look so short?
I
Honestly.
honestly would rather be your height, so can we switch? I
I'll
always
wear
say that.
I'll wear my 9-inch heels around you, and I'll make you feel
Yes,
short.
please. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we can kind of veer off from pageants a bit. I know you do some really cool stuff. What do you do outside of pageants?
So I work a lot.
Mhm.
Like you, Liz, I am also a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
I think one of my inspirations was really you, because you did my makeup one day. And I came home and I was like, wow, I really like this. And then
Thank you.
I blinked, and next thing I know, I'm taking a makeup class, and then I'm a certified makeup artist, and then I became a certified lash tech.
Wow.
Certified spray tan artist. Me and my mom have our own little business, which is Color Me Ready. So we created that this year. She is also a certified makeup artist, so she does hair. I'm gonna say this right now. I know your faces are gonna go blank, so you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But we are also certified color experts.
I've seen this online. It's so
Yes.
cool though.
So we are certified color experts. So it's our own. I'm actually in the studio right now. So I have my like little flash bed. We do hair. We just have like 9 clients this morning. So it's been a pretty busy day. But
Wow.
yeah, we work together for it, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love the whole business. I've been following online. It looks really
Yes.
cool. I love that you have the spray tan. You have like you're certified and everything. So
She's like
It's a one-stop
pageant
shop.
girl ready.
yeah, no, it's seriously like next pageant.
Girl.
I'm gonna pack both of you guys with me.
She's like,
and
let's
take-
go.
yeah. It's
Here's
perfect.
the best part about us. We are mobile stylists. So everything we have is ready to go.
Wow, that's
There you
amazing.
go.
I know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I already told my mom, I'm like, just
Exciting.
wait for pageant season to kick in, and we're going to be swamped.
100%.
Mm.
Yeah,
Especially
I
with the
love
spray
that.
tans now. I could never go on stage without a spray tan. That's just me. I just feel like Frosty the Snowman. So
I'm the
I
same
need a
way.
little bit of glow to my skin. So I always do one. And
Once you get one, you
you're
can't
addicted.
stop. It's too
Yep.
late. I used to compete for years without it, and then I got one like my first year of Canada Galaxy, and never looked back. I just tan myself on a
Really?
regular Tuesday too now, so I just got very obsessed with it.
Tanning Tuesday.
Yes, exactly.
I woke up like this, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're lucky.
um, Janice says, I'm 5'3". I need those heels just to make eye contact
Oh
with you
my
ladies.
gosh,
Oh my goodness,
Janice.
Janice.
Oh, I
We'll send
love
some over. We'll
that.
find them.
Yep.
Yes. Liz, do we have any more questions from social
We
media?
do. Okay, we have another
Ooh.
one. How has your experience been through pageantry?
Absolutely unreal. It has never been negative in one bit. Like I said, I started Miss Tecumseh. Didn't want to go back from there. Every year I knew, even the year that we didn't have Miss Tecumseh, we were all like heartbroken. 2020, we were all heartbroken because, like Liz said, every week, that week practice, every day, every week throughout summer, it's like my therapy. I just go and I'm with my girls. I let go when I'm me. Like I don't have to think about anything else. And then learning different cultures, being able to travel to Montreal and learn their cultures and get to see it, get to see Montreal because that was my first time in Montreal. So I was just able to meet everyone and learn everyone's different life stories, which, holy, I could never imagine some of the lives that these girls have lived. Like, I don't think I could do it, but just you learn so much and you grow so much, and you don't think that when you go into pageantry. At least in my opinion, when I started, I didn't think I was going to grow this much. I thought I was just going to, work my way through university and then just be off on my own. But now I'm just like in this unthinkable place of just pure happiness and getting to meet everyone. And Liz, I met you 4 years ago or
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
I think 4 years ago. So the community is unreal, and not just a small community, the community of pageantry, because we're a community, right? Everyone supports each other. That's what we want. We want the best for one another. So
It's true.
I think it's just probably the best decision I've ever made in my life that I wouldn't change for a single thing. Wow, I just got really
No, I love it though.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It's so true though. I feel like it's such a
is.
universal experience. Like if you're in it, you know it. And yeah, no, I love that. I love that that's how you feel about it. And kind of speaking of like Miss Universe journey that you're about to go on, the community's obviously going to be backing you. But what are some of the things that you're doing to prepare for that? Do you have anything you can share? I know some things are probably secret, but what can you say?
Just learning more about myself. Learning more about myself and pushing myself as hard as I can right now, while obviously doing what I'm doing. It's something that I've never thought I was going to be able to experience just because of the conditions of Miss Universe Canada. It's in Toronto and I'm not from Toronto. Just everything was just kind of out of my bubble, I guess. But given the opportunity that I have right now, I'm just taking it and I'm running with it. And I'm really just trying to focus on myself right now. So just taking care of me right now while I'm still adjusting to the title, because it's been 2 months since I've been Miss Tecumseh. So heading back to the gym, just taking time for myself, taking time to make sure my school is done properly, my work. I just want to be proud of everything that I do, that I'm just taking myself slow right now. And then I think once end of December hits and the new semester hits, I'll just be that's when I'll be go getting ready for Miss Universe Canada. Obviously I've started looking into outfits and different things like that. Started interview questions, because you can never go wrong with those. But yeah, it's just constantly on the go, but also taking it at my own pace. That way I don't overwhelm myself.
That's awesome. I know, especially because you just, like you said, it's only been 2 months. But Miss Universe Canada is a big pageant. I did it in 2016.
Oh, I didn't
right?
know that.
Yeah, I did it in 2016,
That's
and
so much fun.
just be prepared, like you said, to be yourself, because they'll see through you if you're not.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think because you are also from Tecumseh, there might be this extra pressure, but still go in there showing what Tecumseh is made out of. Like for me, who's never been, and I know that there's something in your water, I'm sure everyone else is the same way. Like, let's be real.
I mean, I definitely have such a good community backing me right now.
You do.
Even if I don't like place the way I want to or compete the way I want to, I know that I'm trying my hardest, and I'm 20, so I'm going into this.
You got time.
I'm very young going into this, so I'm just taking this as an experience right now and going in it with my all. And if it doesn't turn out the way that I was hoping, then I'm 20. I have so much more time to make it right.
Girl, I think you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Honestly, you have
Thank you.
Chelsea, Sunny, Jillian. You
The
are
dream team.
good. Yeah,
I do have
the
dream team.
trifecta.
The trifecta. Oh my gosh, I love that.
You're set. What is something that you are looking forward to then as your reign as Miss Tecumseh 2022?
Meeting more people in the community, which thankfully 2 months in I've been able to do a lot of. But I think there's so much more that I still want to do, whether it's for myself or just volunteering in the community, because obviously there are fundraisers that I want to do for myself as well. But I want to meet as many people as I can and make the difference in people's lives for as many people as I can, whether it's everyone in the community, whether it's people in Canada. Just trying to use my platform as much right now to spread that outreach that I want right now for eating disorders, being, self-positive, building up that self-confidence, things that I've struggled with my entire life that I know a lot of people have a tendency to struggle with. It's just, right now, I want to go out there and spread that positive vibe that I think I can emulate to other people.
Totally.
Yeah.
So fun. I kind of jumping back a bit. I'm really excited about your whole makeup artistry stuff and all your spray tanning stuff. And I didn't know it was mobile, so that's really cool. Do you and your mom have any plans for pageants you want to go to or travel to or start booking? Because that's obviously going to be a big thing. Yes. I would love for you to come to my pageant in August if you guys are available, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, what's your plans for this whole business here?
Grow as much as possible. We've learned from the best of the best. We've learned from so many people. We've traveled to London, we've traveled to Toronto for classes. So
wow,
we've put our all into it, and me and her, whether it's with pageants or not, we do book with other people. Obviously, we have weddings. Like today we had a business photo shoot, so our 9 clients were from a company who had their business portraits done. So pageant wise, any pageant, we're just trying to get the outreach.
Sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit, honestly. We just started everything back in February, so we're still relatively new. So we're kind of just jumping into it, and my mom it was like a 180. It was kind of out of left field for her, but it's been her passion for majority of her life. And so she finally just said, I'm doing it. I don't care what other people think. I'm going to do it because it's going to make me happy. And then obviously I've been modeling and doing pageants for a long time, so it's been a passion of mine as well. And then that's when I was like, okay, let's team up. We're going to do it. And that's awesome. Lo and behold, now we have our own studio, and this is a pretty big deal for us. And obviously there are days where I'm just like, Mom, I don't think that's a good idea, but that's going to happen, right? So for us, it's just the sky's the limit right now. We're going to do as much as we can and grow together as much as we can and learn as much as we can. Because Elizabeth, you know this with makeup, it's never ending. There's so much. And Regine too, because you're a pageant girl.
And it's
never
great.
ending.
You guys are
Never
having
ending.
so much success already, and it's so great because sometimes it does take a little bit of time to build up that clientele list. But you guys are doing so fantastic right off the gate, so I have no doubts that you guys are gonna do awesome.
Thank you. We hope so. We hope so.
That's
so
awesome.
fun.
So, question for you. So, my mom is also a hair makeup artist, so I understand what you're talking about. Has there ever been a moment? Because I run my mom's marketing, so her and I butt heads every now and then. Has there ever been a moment where, because like, okay, it's different when it's like stage mom and daughter, but when it's like business partner, mother daughter,
Yeah.
how do you set your boundaries that way?
I think we're still learning it somewhat because it's only been a couple months, but so far it's been good because, like, say I'll be up in my room doing homework, or I'll be doing something for Miss Tecumseh, and she'll want to come in and talk to me. Like the other day, she wanted to talk to me about something. I was like, "Can I just come downstairs in a little bit?" She's like, "Okay, I'll just finish what you're doing, come to the studio, and we can talk about it then." Because I was in the middle of something. I didn't want to be interrupted. She didn't want to interrupt me. So then I came down here later, and we talked about what we needed to do. So it's kind of just figuring out those boundaries that we need to put in place right now. But obviously we do butt heads. I'm like, Mom, I don't think that's a good idea. And she's like, well, I think it looks good. I'm like,
no,
maybe not. Maybe not. And then vice versa. She'll tell me the same thing. I'll just be like, oh, look at this. This is such an amazing idea. And she's like, I don't think so, but good try. So yeah, we do butt heads. Yeah, we do butt heads. Mother-daughter, classic relationship. Still kind of figuring out the whole business partners kind of thing. So far it's been going pretty well though, and we have my dad to buffer. So if my mom and I ever really go at something and we're just like, this looks better, my dad's just like, no, you guys separate for a second. we'll reconjoin in like 20 minutes when you guys both cool down.
I thought you were gonna say dad picks one and then you pick the
opposite. Oh no, my dad would never pick one side. He knows better by now.
Smart. Very smart.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
We could talk about Perfect as well, because that was one that we were at together. I was thrown in last minute as a judge, which was really fun. But I didn't know because no one knew. It was literally about 5 minutes before the pageant that I became the judge. And it was a very fun experience. But how was that experience for you from your point of view?
Oh my god, it was a blast. I don't even know how many people there was there. I feel like Lizzie'd have a better idea.
Yeah, like around 20, 25, I don't know. Yeah. And then the whole audience, like, I don't know. It was a fun weekend.
It was fun. So originally my best friend Jordan went the year before. Was it the year before? Yes, I think it was the year before, the 2 years before. And she won Canada's Perfect Miss. And then she's like, Shauna, go do it. It's so much fun. It's awesome. Lo and behold, I went to do it. I ended up winning Canada's Perfect Supermodel, but I was there with my other friend Caitlin, who competed with me, and then my friend Sam, who I started Miss Tecumseh with. She was there. My mom was there. My mom's best friend was there. Liz was there. There was a couple other Windsor Essex girls there that came out to support us. It was kind of nerve-wracking the night before because it was my first time doing swimsuit. So it was 2020 or some 2019, I think. So I was still like 18 or 19. So I was relatively new to the pageant world, first time doing swimwear. Was a little bit nervous, but everyone made me really comfortable. Like, I remember we were up until probably 1 or 2 in the morning because we were downing sugar sticks. Me and Caitlin were downing sugar sticks to keep energy so we could just practice because we were so hyped for the next day. And then the day happened. It was a super long day, but it was so much fun. And I remember we had a break in between like our senior division and our junior division, and I went and I ate because there was a restaurant in the hotel that we were at, and I just...
Is this the one I was at?
Yes. Yeah, you were there too, I think, actually.
Wait, Virginia, you were there?
I was just in the audience.
I forgot. Some of the Canada
Heck?
Galaxy girls came on the show day. I totally forgot.
Oh my god,
That
I
was
didn't know
so
that.
long ago. When you said it was
That
a
was
restaurant,
so-
I was like, oh wait,
It
I
was Denny's.
there.
We all went to Denny's
Oh my god, it was
after.
Denny's. I just remember I ate pancakes because that's all I
Yep.
wanted like all day.
That's so
But
funny.
holy,
wow.
yeah, no, that was like super, super fun. It was my first out of town pageant. No, it wasn't. Was it? No, it wasn't. My first out of town pageant was Miss Canada, but that was like my first, I guess, one with swimsuit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was different.
Oh
for
my
sure.
gosh, that
It was
so
different.
long ago.
And you did so well. Like
Yeah.
I was so.
Thank you.
It was so hard to judge that. I remember I was like, oh, like everyone's so good. So. It was really, it was a fun pageant. I really like Perfect. Like the vibe is very like supermodel, walking, posing, fashion.
Liz, would you compete in Perfect?
Maybe. I'm going to do hair and makeup there, so I can't compete.
Oh yes, you
but
are.
yeah, but no, I love Lynn. I love the system's really just fun. So I recommend that one to a lot of people. It's a good one.
Lynn is a sweetheart.
Yeah,
they all make you
she's
feel really
lovely.
comfortable there.
I saw her just this past weekend. She was competing at the Mrs. Regional Empowerment Pageant this weekend. So I got to catch up with her. Yeah, it was really fun.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
so
her post
sweet.
that.
There's just so many pageant connections. Like,
I know,
everyone knows.
it's just like, wow.
I was like, wait.
You can't help but
Here
in
I
Canada.
And I'm like, here I am.
Everyone's
like,
just-
oh wait, I was at that pageant.
I didn't know you were there. That's so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's just intertwined. We're all just linked together. You can't get rid of any of us. We're all here.
No, exactly. But it's so crazy to think about it because, like, I forgot which guest said it a few weeks ago, but it was like the pageant world is not as big as you think it is. Like, we're all over the world, but we're also intertwined within our own weird way.
Yep, so true.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like, even the girls that I met in Montreal, and I still see what they post, and I'm just like, some of them will go off, like Christine, the Miss Canada, the one that the year that I was there, she won it. And she's posting, and she's won 2 other titles since then. I'm like, holy crap, this girl's on fire. Like, she was an absolute rock star when I was there. And then I'm just like, I'm seeing everything she's posting. And then, like, our Miss Teen Canada and just even the girls that didn't place or that I was just there with. Everyone's just like, oh my God, we're so grown up. What happened? we were just so tiny. I still know everyone.
The pandemic happened. That's what happened.
Everyone grew up.
Everyone grew up.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Well, Shauna, I know that you have places to be still. The night is still young for you. You are a very busy woman. So we're going to wrap things up shortly, but do you have any last words for our viewers watching?
Thank you guys for tuning in. This was so amazing, and I want to thank you two again for having me on here. This has been so much fun. I haven't been able to talk pageants like this in a long, long time. So getting to do this with you guys was something I needed before I get to go study. So
exactly.
There you go.
Thank you guys for having us on. Exactly.
Of course,
I'll be ready to study.
Our pleasure.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much.
You are so welcome. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. I apologize.
No, you're good.
So before you go, with your new title and then getting ready for Miss Universe Canada, where can people follow your journey online?
Online, I'm on Instagram and Facebook right now. So I'm Shauna Lauren on Instagram and Facebook. I don't go by Shauna Bondy. Years ago, I started going by Shauna Lauren, so I just kind of stuck with that. But yeah, those are my 2 places. And then our website, which is misstecumseh.ca. So if you can go on that, that's going to lead you to all of our contestants that competed this year. And then it'll have my bio up. It just gives you a little bit more about me and about the girls that I competed with. So that's where you can find me. Or even if you go to Miss Tecumseh Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And your photo on the website, by the way, is stunning.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Just a good picture, Jill, that you put on the
story behind that picture, actually. So Natalie McFadden Photography did it for me. Absolute gem of a woman. I love her with my entire heart. I've been working with her for 5 years, and I actually had Jordan there with me. The picture that they have on the website was taken when Jordan was blowing a hairdryer at my dress, so we could try and get that flow.
That's
love
so
it.
So
awesome.
Natalie had to crop out Jordan's hand and the blow dryer out of the picture so
Oh my
that
God.
we could have that stunning image. So
It's the
That's
things you
so
don't
cool.
see behind the camera,
Oh
or
my
sometimes in
gosh.
front of the camera.
It's a team.
the bloopers, like the pictures that are unedited or like the no context pictures, oh, they make
Those
my
are
day.
my favorite.
They are. They always are. 'Cause you'll see
Love
Jordan
it.
underneath my dress, just trying to like lift it and flow it. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
That
That's
is
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Liz, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Instagram at Elizabeth Marnock Pageantry for my pageant stuff. We talked about makeup a bit, so might as well plug my makeup, Elizabeth Marnock Artistry. I'm booking a bunch of different places, so message me if you have a pageant you're going to. And yeah, that's about it. How about you, Regine?
You guys can find me here on my YouTube channel, whether you are watching the Pageant Sit Down. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are enjoying the Pageant Sit Down. Exciting news or breaking news, whatever you want to call it, will be happening next week, so make sure you tune in. We will be live on Tuesday next week. And you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at It's Regina Lena. Again, thank you so much, Shauna, for joining us this evening. It's been great getting to know you and talking to you. I feel like I've known you for a while, even though this is literally our first conversation.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys so much again. It's so much fun. It was such an honor for you guys to have me on.
Absolutely. Our pleasure's all ours.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. And for that, thank you to all of you who are tuning in. I know there's a bunch of you who are watching but are not in the chat. So thank you all for watching. To those in the chat, Janice and Jillian, thank you for being our fourth and fifth chair this evening.
Mm-hmm.
And to everyone, we will see you all on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.